The next task is to move the head away from the construction area. This requires heavy lifting equipment, and Phil has called in the services of Damon Bramley. If you watched our YouTube in February last year, you will have seen Damon collecting timber from Dimmock Wood. We are in a cramped area for a vehicle this size, and extra space is needed so the lorry can be moved into position. The boom is swung over the head, and webbing straps are attached. It is important these straps are connected to points which ensure the assembly will hang evenly when lifted from the ground. The head is slowly raised and the boom rotates, gently swinging the structure away from the assembly area. Phil guides it carefully onto grass and out of the way. Today, Phil and Damon have the major task of lifting the knight from his position on the horse, moving him away from the assembly area and resting him on the grass. Damon discusses with Phil the task ahead. Key issues are the weight of the knight, where to put the straps, and how he may behave when lifted.
Maybe a ton. That torso was a hefty piece. Yeah. I wondered about round the chest. We've got practically no room to lift because of that, how tight that ridge is.
With not enough headroom to lift the knight over the top of the front legs in his sitting position, they decide their first task will be to tilt him backwards.
Well, we're going to just get stuck in right about. So yeah, that's the me to the east.
Before they can begin, the lorry has to be repositioned, stabilised, and the boom raised and swung in front of the knight. It was decided to make a second saddle to temporarily support the knight when he's tilted. Phil is cutting a block to a suitable size, whilst Damon is gathering together the lifting straps. Where and how the straps are positioned around the knight is critical to both safety and accuracy of the lift.
Through here? I think through there, yeah. I can what's the length like? Similar to the other one, I can't quite tell from here. Right. The other one's under here. Right. So you can probably come up onto here. The chest one on first. Yeah. How are we doing on the base there, Phil? Or the beaver or whatever it's called? This, you're clear. I was going to pad it, wasn't I? Yeah, you're clear of it. Trying to work out how this one goes. Oh, there. So it's, do we choke this? Don't need to, no. Right. This is tighter. Maybe they're all about the same, perhaps. And there's one more to go in there, is that? Yeah, I'll nip over the other side for that.
Confident they have the straps in the best positions to hold the knight securely, Damon slowly lifts the boom to tighten them.
Hear it creaking down here. I think you've got the legs going there. Get the bolts out.
Bolts that are still securing the knight's legs to the horse can now be removed. Before the big lift, it is important to make sure the knight will be balanced when hanging in the straps. Several practice lifts are carried out, gingerly lifting the knight slightly out of his saddle and lowering him again.
Yeah, he's looking good. Sitting on the temporary block, yeah. Try that. Gentle, gentle. Yeah, you've got 9 inches to go. Yeah, let him go. If you carried on lifting and extend back, yeah, see how far. Will we do it in one? Can you get him right over? Yeah, what the angle is to sit now.
With the knight well balanced and hanging evenly in his straps, the big lift can begin. As he leaves his position, the unsecured temporary saddle bounces to the ground, and an aircraft flying above provides a very appropriate background.
Don't know if we're going to have the clearance. See how you go. You may just go. Once you get beyond the diagonal bracings with the boom, you can go up again. You need about 6 inch, yeah. Oh yeah. Keep that. Yeah, head alright on that brace, but you can swing over now. Okay. And the head, no, the head's touching the brace, isn't it? That's alright. Well, come in a bit. Drop slightly, yeah. Yeah, then you can swing again. Looking good. I mean, weight-wise, it seems to be handling it. Yeah, no problem with the weight. Steer it into the gap then. Yeah. Keep the head away from the frame. Yeah. I'm going to come across a bit further. Yeah.
Phil and Damon feel the risks of damaging the knight are too great to move the lorry with him dangling from the straps, so they are lowering him to the ground alongside the horse, where they will re-hitch the straps.
We should just fit in there, I think. Can't quite see what's happening on that arm there.
See if I can get this wedge underneath. He may want to rock all the way back onto his helmet, depends on the weight of the legs.
Right. Yeah.
I'm putting my money on him staying like that. There's a pint in it.
The pint? See by this cork over here, used to drinking champagne
yes,
up here.
Indeed, yes. Nothing but the best.
Rubbing on the withers, I
On
think.
the leg, yeah. It's alright. You'll slew round maybe. We've got 6 inches to spare off the helmet edge here. The rest, this shoulder's jammed on the scaffold, which is not a bad thing. Have we got room that side?
Just thinking, yeah, come across a tiny bit. I'll just bring him up off there.
Yeah.
So it's resting against the horse now. With that arm.
Alright. Horse isn't moving, is it?
No, just take the slack out now.
Always going back. Gonna put a bearer under his backside.
Yep.
Yeah. There you go. So now it's moved the vehicle re-hitch.
Yeah.
Dump him on the lorry bed.
Many chocks are needed underneath the knight to make him secure, and finally,
Keep steady.
Doesn't want to drop away, does it?
so the straps can now be repositioned for the next lift at a different angle.
More to do, sling it like a barrel, I think. Well, if we lift off the legs, we'll have the same thing we're having just now.
Yes, I see.
Damon repositions the lorry. He wants to be sure the knight will lift cleanly away, not hitting the horse or the scaffolding. He swings the boom over the area and extends it to position the hook over the prostrate knight. The straps have been fitted so that it does not tilt backwards when lifted.
Now come round. No way it needs to ground on the helmet.
They reposition straps under the knight's neck and above his shoulders.
Which slack to me. Yeah. I'll just hitch this, then it'll give us a guide.
Now a test to be sure the straps are secure. Satisfied with the position of the head and leg straps, they very gently start to raise the knight.
It's not resting against the horse now. It's trying to find where it wants to hang. So he might want to jump somewhere.
His shoulders resting on the scaffold here.
Come in a bit.
Yeah. It's getting near your leg now. Lorry leg.
The knight is lifted cleanly into the air, so their careful preparation proves to be time well spent.
Eventually the helmet will hit that diagonal.
Yeah, I'm going to come across already now.
Yeah. Straight back onto the bed, is it? Yeah. Alright.
Taking the utmost care, Damon slowly raises the boom, gently rotating it to position him over the lorry bed.
Yeah. You're clear with your boom. Yeah, you're on the headboard now. I'll get a block under him.
Before moving the lorry, the knight is further secured with additional straps that Damon firmly tightens. He then makes the final adjustments to the position of the boom to be certain the knight will not move. Damon gently drives his lorry forward and away from the construction area, then reverses it to the area where the knight will be parked, awaiting his move to Tewkesbury. They reposition the straps and Damon stabilises the lorry. The straps are connected to the hook and the lift to the ground begins. The knight rises into the air and swings away from the lorry. Many would consider this not a very elegant position for a knight of the realm. He now has to be lowered to the ground and made secure.
Yeah, bum's on the ground. Yeah. Just check if the helmet's clear. Yeah. I might sheet these over anyway for the summer.
Phil wants to be sure that none of the knight's joints are put under strain while he is down on the ground. Many wedges are required to evenly support the huge weight.
They look happier now, the leg joints. They are moving slightly, but I'll just have to keep tightening them over the summer.
Blimey. I said it couldn't be done.
Everything's possible. That block's going to settle on this. It's a long way, isn't it?
Whilst he has Damon on site, Phil takes the opportunity to move the head and neck assembly alongside the knight.
You might just do it.
Damon can just reach it with his boom without moving the lorry.
We can put another 2 metre on the nose if we need to.
That's true.
Think we should?
He'll be alright, yeah. Funny sawdust. Blimey, I see what you mean, yeah. Never mind, he's airborne.
Up now.
If he's close to the knife, he'll be alright. That should rest in, yeah. I'll see if we can get something under the nose. And there is a natural piece he can rest on.
Have to wiggle its nose, I think.
Yeah.
Well, it must be heavier than it looks.
Yeah, that's all the weight's on it. Yeah, I was wondering if I could urge him round with. I think we might need to re-hitch and get the nose off the ground when he's
do this. So we'll come down, strong at the ears, take that thing down to here.
I see. Up a touch, yeah. Try that.
Yeah. The nose is coming up now.
Yeah, he's just on his point of balance. You get any sound piece under that nose will do. Alright, should fit. Yeah, not going anywhere.
You happy with that position then?
Resting on the ear, that's alright. Yeah. Hey. Bum bum, that's it.
Oh, it is.
Before we go, we have an item that may interest you, and Ruth Howgate has written a poem to introduce it.
They came that day in early May with retinue and birds of prey. Guns, swords and baggage trains struggled down the narrow lanes, singing loudly hymns and psalms, displaying proudly coats of arms. Gentry of the British Shires with their soldiers and their squires. Support for roses, red and white, in Gaston's Field, a mighty fight. We got to think some years ago that banners make a summer show. We paint them in the winter cold and fix them, and they're knobbed and poled. So in the sun in June each year is when you'll see these flags appear. Beasts and many patterns bold identify our knights of old. High above the shops they fly, admired so much by passers-by.
If you would like to learn more about these banners, then our book, The Street Banners of Tewkesbury, will help. Beautifully illustrated, with over 100 coats of arms, each accompanied with a brief biography, the third edition is now available from these shops in Tewkesbury for £12.99. Or look on our website for details of our postal service. Thank you for watching. Please look again soon to see how Phil is progressing with the second horse.